Welcome to the Diversity Pivot Podcast. I'm your host, Julie Kratz, and this season we will be unpacking real trends, hot topics in the workplace around allyship and inclusion. Our goal is that each week you leave with tangible tools, information, practical strategies that you can take back to allies at your organization. Let's dig in to this week's topic.
It's budget time, allies, and according to Workday's 2024 DEI Landscape Report, 85% of leaders say they have a budget for DEI initiatives, and 45% anticipate even more dollars for investment in the next fiscal year. So this is super exciting despite the anti-DEI legislation and negative stories in the news cycle. Organizational commitment to DEI is still relatively high. So why do organizations remain committed to DEI? What Workday found in their report is that staff well-being, attracting and recruiting a diverse workforce, and positively impacting business success and results are the primary reasons organizations are citing for investing in DEI. So in other words, they're seeing results from the work. You think about it, the goal is to create a sense of belonging, respect, psychological safety in the workplace, and a diverse workforce brings a much wider array of perspectives, experiences, ideas, leading to increased innovation, creativity, and problem solving. So it's the right thing to do, and it makes good business sense. It's essential for long-term success in a world that's only getting more diverse. But consider these ideas when you're thinking about maximizing your DEI budget. Focus on the long term versus the short term, which is instant gratification is a real thing. Get creative with funding and tap into allies for budgeting and support if you're having trouble with the top line budget. So what do I mean by focus on long term versus short term? You think about hiring, recruiting, certainly very tempting because we can get instant results with those, but it doesn't matter if diverse talent doesn't want to stay. So focus on growth for diverse talent into middle management, into leadership roles. And because of the Workday report found that people believe the current leadership makeup has a negative impact on DEI. So shift from tactics like training, hiring, and communications to longer-term, more strategic commitments. Think about what it is, why it matters, how you will map actions over the next 3 to 5 years. Have a long-term set of goals, priorities, initiatives. Get people to think more strategically about where they're going longer term. One way to make the most of a limited DEI budget is to get pretty scrappy and creative with funding. So I have organizations that use LinkedIn learning courses, which some of them are really fantastic. You can partner with other organizations that can help you share costs and resources and also give you access to a wider range of expertise and to perspectives. Use existing content, podcasts, videos, case studies to educate people on the importance of DEI. You use chat, email, video, learning management systems or all employee meetings. So everyone feels included, and DEI is just a part of how we do work rather than an isolated activity. The third strategy is really tap into your allies for budgeting and report. There's a lot of financial uncertainty. There is a lot of just uncertainty around technology and the use of AI and government and political cycles. So think about the people who are supportive of DEI and have access to budgets. Who could you engage that could help support DEI initiatives or persuade others to fund DEI initiatives? These are kind of like our sponsors, the centers of influence that can help get more resourcing to create more strategic DEI efforts. And that means we have to help leaders understand how DEI initiatives help them solve problems. How does a workshop on inclusive leadership, talking about trust, vulnerability, how does that help people be more innovative, engaged? Map your business problems to DEI solutions, and you increase the chances of receiving more future funding. So again, top 3 strategies for budgeting this year. Get creative, go more long-term, get your allies involved, and make sure that it's tied to an overall strategy. Thank you, allies.
Thank you for listening to the Diversity Pivot podcast. My hope is that you walked away with a tangible tool, insight, or information that you can share with other allies on the journey. If you liked this week's episode, please leave us a review. Your feedback means a tremendous amount to us. We'll be back next week with another hot topic.